Hey, greetings to the body of the people. It's a man called Chris Dorsey, the Virginia Militia. We're going to do this video about government agents hidden in plain sight, and we're going to start with this thing I've put out there, a challenge to all the Talpiot Talk people and Brendon O'Connell to explain what's going on here. Believe me, if as you know, anybody from the government who is in contact with me, they're video recorded. So we're going to move on from that, because this is not really going to be about Brendon O'Connell, who's already exposing himself. This is going to be about other folks who are exposing themselves, and the challenge is still out there. He heard it, he's being a coward, and everybody's exposed. And it's not about who's a government agent, it's about who's not a government agent. This stuff is obvious. We go over this every week when we talk about even more important stuff than this. But this is just the folks that are leading you in the wrong direction. So we're going to show you a bit about who's doing that. And here's another one. We're going to talk about Kyle and Sinead. Kyle Hunt. These are alleged neo-Nazis, but Sinead is obviously Jewish. She's a neo-Nazi who likes to say the N-word all the time, but yet she's all over the place, dating black men. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, but don't say the N-word all the time if you're gonna be a hypocrite about things. So we'll just show you an example of what I'm talking about. McCarthy, and we'll just say Sinead McCarthy. There we go. There. We got that there. We got this here. Again, not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just, don't be a hypocrite, come on. But she's Jewish, and of course she's going to be a hypocrite. But again, this is not going to be about Sinead either. This is going to be about Sinead's government handler. So we'll show you another picture of Sinead McCarthy so you get an important thing about what's going on with her. So this is going to be about Sinead's handler, Sinead and Kyle's government handler. This is who's telling Sinead to do crazy stuff like this, and allowing her to get away with it. This is her threatening somebody while brandishing a gun and giving a menacing look. So let's get right to it. I think we're gonna start right here.
Turn in, or let us see what you've been
Actually, we're
hiding.
gonna move it forward a little bit. Move it forward a little bit. Move it back a little bit. So Marycatherine Barton is who we're exposing here, and Marycatherine Barton is. This is where we exposed her for the first time.
And I read Catherine that put out closing words. Real quick, Catherine, closing word that Merry Christmas to all, and this.
So
Thanks for.
we're going to show you who Marycatherine Barton is, and we're going to listen to her.
Merry Christmas, Chris.
Thank you for letting me have closing words. I just want to echo all of you, man. You're just excellent. God bless
Thank you
you.
very much. All right, God bless.
All right. So listen up.
I am off.
Okay, are we clear from Blog Talk?
Yeah, we're clear.
Hey, does Marycatherine Barton sound familiar?
Yeah, it sounds like Brigid.
Oh my God, that is Brigid from the Tribune.
On time, man.
Okay, so Marycatherine Barton plays a character called Brigid. So we'll look up Brigid Renegade Broadcasting and we'll see what comes up. She's a character, which is a host, where she is somebody who calls herself Brigid, and we'll show you the funny images of Brigid, if we can get it up here. There, she's like some sort of, she plays some sort of new age motherly figure on Renegade Broadcasting. But as you know, it's Marycatherine Barton, who is a former deputy prosecutor, deputy attorney general, and is a member of the Bar Association. And it's funny she goes on that program because we were talking about how all Bar Association attorneys are guilty of treason and that they're fugitives from justice. And of course, Marycatherine is somebody, you know, plays somebody that calls herself Brigid. She's an administrative judge. She's a consultant. She consults with the FBI. She's an FBI agent, and she's the FBI agent that is controlling the FBI DHS honeypot that is Renegade Broadcasting. So, what else is there? After she was exposed by this, she sent David a message. Hi, David. No thanks for outing me. It's interesting that neither Sinead, Kyle, nor Sean, and that's some Australian guy who calls himself Sean Surplus. Again, these names don't really mean anything. They could just make them up. Some of them aren't made up. Some of them are. Maybe you did not know that you were still on the mic, and indeed, long ago, I let you know that I was Brigid after Cindy picked a fight with me and Kyle kicked me off. Have a great holiday. She didn't let anybody know about that. She's such a liar. Why is she a liar? Because she is a liar for a living. She's a member of the Professional Liar Association known as the Bar Association. So it's very funny. That was from an episode called Synagogue of Satan and Whore of Rome. Now, this woman, Marycatherine Barton, is allegedly an ex. There she is, an ex. What do you call it? An ex-nun? She is a relative of Joe Barton, who's the former Indianapolis, Indiana mayor. And so we'll look up Marycatherine Barton and see what else interesting comes up about Marycatherine Barton, because she's also the former surveyor of Marion County, Indiana. And here's what the problem is with that. She was that for, oh, there she is, looking all serious. Party calling for officials' resignation. Okay, so her own party is calling, well, the Republicans and the Democratic Party are calling for her resignation. When are they doing this? Well, it looks like a couple months before she's going to get leave the office. She was elected in 2004, getting paid $57,000 a year, and that's 2008. And the problem is, since July 1st, she's been in her office once for 45 minutes. I bet she never goes to her office because she's busy. Busy doing what? Busy handling people. Busy being online characters. She doesn't have time to go and do her government, her official government job, because she's doing her other government job, which is putting out misinformation and leading people to the exact wrong direction. The exact wrong direction. What else did she have to say? She had to say a little bit more, I believe. Let's see if we can find what else she had to say. Let's see. Oh, and David, please be so kind as to delete the private conversation between you and Chris, R.E. me, after the show went off the air. You just heard that. That would help, and please me to no end. Thanks. she then unfriended David and blocked him. So this is just what's going on, folks. If you believe any of these guys on the radio, on Republic Broadcasting Network, or Renegade Broadcasting Network, or American Free Press, or any of them, I mean, especially when you get into the big names, all the little names are government agents too. Come on, guys, you gotta really tighten up with this stuff. Anyway, I don't want to go too much longer on this, and I don't want to spend too much time on this. It's already been exposed. She's already been exposed. And again, what we talk about is that all lawyers are guilty of treason, and she's a lawyer and she plays multiple characters and then tries to hide it, and we're going to put it out there before anybody else gets fooled by her. Marycatherine, I called you and asked you, I put out a message to you and asked you to publicly and privately to be on the show because we wanted to ask you questions about this. You immediately unfriended me. Now this is the outcome. So you know that she's handling Jews. She is a new age, she plays, I should say. I mean, what she really is just a liar. She'll play any role, any character. She goes, she's a not so undercover government agent. But it's interesting that she has a little bit of a history in Indianapolis, and that she is Marion County Surveyor, an elected position. She's a deputy prosecutor, and she's an administrative judge, and nobody talks about her being the handler on a neo-Nazi radio network run by Jews who date black guys and are gay. All right. So, Kyle Hunt. I've met Kyle Hunt in person, and that's what I believe. I believe Kyle is a homosexual, and I believe that he's probably part Jewish, at least probably 10%. And I believe Sinead she's Jewish. She's 60% Jewish or more. And again, prove that's your real name, Sinead McCarthy, and let's see some DNA tests, and we put that challenge out to all the so-called Jewish agents. So this is Chris Dorsey, the Virginia Militia. Everything is it's out there. If you fall for this stuff still, you're an idiot. Peace.